Good afternoon. This is Jeff Evans, and I am your host of the Interviews with Jeff show. Welcoming my good friend, Michael Cornish.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good. So let's just jump right into it. So I know you're a big, avid swimmer.
Yes.
So I'm just curious, how long have you been swimming?
I've pretty much been swimming my whole life. Ever since I was about 6 years old is when I started swimming on swim team. I started with my brother and sister, so they are older than me, so obviously they started before I did, and I kind of just picked up behind them. I swam all through high school and stopped about my sophomore year in high school, and that's when I kind of transitioned from swimming to teaching swimming and lifeguarding and stuff.
Okay.
So
how long have you been teaching lessons?
I've been teaching since my sophomore year in high school, so actually that's not true. I started lifeguarding my sophomore year in high school. I started teaching about my senior year in high school, so I've been teaching for about like 5 years.
Okay. So who or what has inspired you to become a swim teacher slash swimmer?
Well, like I said, my brother and sister started before I did, so growing up as the youngest child, kind of just follow their footsteps and just did the same things as they did. And then I've also had a couple experiences where I had to save a couple people's lives from swimming, so that's also kind of made it more important to me and make sure that people learn how to swim so they can save themselves instead of having other people have to jump in and save them.
Yeah, I got you. So what are you currently doing with swimming? Like, where do you currently work?
Right now I work at Anderson Swim School in Pacifica, and so I'm just literally just teaching swim lessons to little kids, ranging from ages between like 3-year-olds all the way up to adults. I've done people that are older than me, like in their 40s and 50s, that have never swam in their whole life, so it's all over the place.
Wow. So what led you to get into swimming as opposed to other sports? Because I know you said your brother and sister were influential on you, but like, did you ever play any other sports growing up, or is swimming pretty much your only thing?
I played other sports. I did baseball, I did football, played soccer. Swimming was just, I don't know, it kind of just took over our lives and just became a huge swimming family. We were all good at it, so.
So did you, what's your favorite part of swimming? Is it the exercise itself, or is it like adrenaline, or is it saving people, or what?
It's kind of all over. I mean, I really enjoyed the racing. I enjoyed the swim meets, the adrenaline of racing other people and just being able to see them out the corner of your eye and trying to get to the wall before them. I mean, that was awesome. I missed that a whole bunch. But then saving people is a whole different aspect. It's a whole other thing in itself. Like, that is a crazy adrenaline rush. Like, when a time comes, jump in and save somebody's life. Like, it's I can't really describe how it is. It's crazy.
So are there like professional athletes, like Olympic gold medalists, like such as Michael Phelps, that have inspired you to be a swimmer, or not really?
Not so much. I never really watched swimming so much on TV. I mean, I like watching the Olympics, but I feel like the Olympics is really the only big time that you can kind of watch swimming as an event as to that scale. You know, like, they don't really portray swimming as it being that big of a sport that they put every swimming event on TV like baseball or football.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So with swimming and being a swim teacher, that involves you to be around kids a lot. Do you enjoy, is that one thing that you really love about swimming, is kids?
Yeah, I love the little kids. I mean, you definitely get your kids that are kind of a pain and kind of want to fight you and work against you, but it's always good when you get a kid that came and is like really scared of the water to begin with, and then at the end of it, they love it. So it's definitely a good feeling.
So what do you hope to do in the future? Because I know you're currently a student at SF State.
That's correct.
And do you plan on being a swim teacher or something else?
No, just teaching swim lessons is just kind of helping me get through college. I mean, there's no way I can have a whole life based around swimming. It'd be too hard. So,
so is swimming, in other words, is it just a hobby, or is it more than a hobby? Like a hobby and a job, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really do it as a hobby as much anymore. It's more just my job now. So I do like to swim every once in a while, but I don't swim at the same rate that I used to swim.
Yeah.
So.
And probably last question, because we're getting short on time. Do you have any major accomplishments or awards or any that type of sort of thing from swimming?
I mean, just for my high school and stuff, like my high school, I came second place in e-balls my freshman year. That's about it, but I don't really get an award for that. It's just I brag about it. So.
Gotcha. All right, we are out of time, so thank you so much for the interview, bud.
You're welcome.
Take it easy.
Thank you.